Hey everybody, Dungeoneer here. Today we're going to be continuing our adventures into these temples in Phantom Abyss. So this will be my first round of today, so let's see how much fun I can get into and how many mistakes I can make. We're going to go ahead and try to clear out one of these red whips we talked about previously. So again, in case you haven't seen our previous episodes, our goal is to make it all the way to the bottom of the temple with one of these blue whips here. So the blue indicates that they have a boon and a bane. And so you can see this one's boon is take half damage. However, the bane is regularly go blind for a short time. So we'll go ahead and give this one a go. I've previously attempted to clear this whip before, not in video, and unfortunately it didn't go that well. So let's see if we can redeem ourselves here and try to make it all the way to the bottom. So those of you unfamiliar with this game, our main object is to make it through first the green zone. As you've seen there were 3 different sections to complete, and then we will head down to the blue zone and then finally the red zone. As you can see, there are a lot of other people here called phantoms. These are people who have played this temple previously, and unfortunately they weren't able to complete it, for they have died, or they have finished the blue or the green zone and gotten a relic out. But the only way to completely clear a temple is to finish the red zone, and once somebody has completed the entire temple, this temple is closed forever. And so our main goal today is to try to make it through all the way to the red and close this temple up, so we will release all these phantoms. So as you've seen a moment ago, my screen went completely black there. Well, unfortunately that is the bane that I am having to deal with today. And so what we're going to do is try to take our time here. As you can see in the top left corner, I only have 1 life, and as you can see with the screen going black here as well, it's going to be a very tedious process getting all the way to the last zone. So I'm trying to let these phantoms do their thing and kind of die, so I can collect their essence and get more lives, because I'm going to need all the lives I can get. As you can see in the top right corner, 2 people just died. So if I can find where they've died at, I can collect their essence, and then I can have more life for myself. You may be thinking to yourself, man, this black screen is going to get very tedious. I understand exactly how you feel. But hopefully we'll be able to clear this bane, and then we'll never have to see it again. So we're just going to cruise our way through here, taking the time to try to find where these other people may have died at. Yep, there's another one. That's why I'm kind of taking it slow, especially at the beginning here, because I only have 1 life, and I really need to collect as much money as I can. I need to also collect as much essence from these poor souls that have departed, so I can stay alive as long as I can. If you watched our previous episode, you see me run through here with the Knight's Whip. That provides 3 extra hearts for the entire temple, and having 4 hearts, especially at the beginning, is definitely something that can help out. And unfortunately that's something I've gotten used to, so I'm going to have to be extra vigilant here in making sure that I don't lose the 1 life that I do have. And if I can make it down here without getting hit, that'll be 2 lives instead. There we go. As you can see, I now have double the health. And now it'll take finding 2 of these beams of light in order to get the next health. There's 1. And these that are falling off the map, I believe you can just get close to them and it gives them to you. I'm going to try one more time to get this one. Alright, unfortunately, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get that one without dying. Let me see if I can go over it like that. I'm going to try one more time. There we go. Kind of a harder jump to make, but we got it. Those blackouts were very close together. Let's hope the further we get into the game, the farther apart they'll be. And I believe our temple guardian this time is a masked defiler, so in this instance he is going to be a green guardian who will be shooting acid balls at us, and they will explode if we are in the pink area, the gas, then we will start taking damage. And there's one of our compatriots there. Alright, hopefully I haven't missed anyone, and I definitely have. Well, maybe not. I may have missed one at most. I believe there are 12 to start with. Yeah, so I missed one. Not a big deal. Go ahead and buy a blessing. So these blessings allow us to get some improvements. So in this case, we have a long whip. We have a double jump. I think I'm going to go ahead and go with the double jump just so I can negate any fall damage. Because if I'm falling, I can use the double jump at the very last second to keep from taking any damage. That will definitely come in handy in these later levels. Alright, and as you can see, the Masked Defiler has now awakened, and he's going to be shooting 4 gas bombs at us, which will explode. And yeah, we'll see if we can dodge those and make our way through. But as you can see, we're on our 2nd floor of the green area. It has an official name, but I just can't quite remember what the green zone's called. I know that blue is the caverns and red is the Inferno, but I'm sad to say I don't remember the name of the green area. And another blackout. So in these beginning areas, my current goal is to just not move when I have a blackout. That may not work very well in the future. And there's that pink poison that I was referring to earlier. And the most important thing you remember when playing this is the game will try to get you to speed up, the music will get very upbeat, but you can, for the most part, you can take as much time as you want on most of this. And we'll put an asterisk by that because, of course, there'll be some situations where you won't be able to take as much time as you want. But most of those will appear later on in our run through here. And there's our friend. We're gonna jump back over here. Miss out on that poison. And hopefully he will go away. Yeah. Now if I could just see. There we go, just taking our time and collecting these coins just as the other phantoms have done. It's very nice whenever you can follow some phantoms that have already shut off some of the simpler traps to save you a little time. Right, and I know this room doesn't have any traps in it, so get my way through. Alright, it's a nice and simple room here. Gonna coast through this green area for the most part. I say that as he's gonna spit some poison when I can't see. And we're just gonna have to sit here for a moment. I could be able to get up there, but I know there's gold over here. And also that gas slows me down as well, so if I get caught in it and I'm not at the edge of the gas cloud, I will probably be taking damage. So luckily it was dissipating as I walked into it just then. I may not be so lucky here in the future. I'm just trying to imagine how fun it would be to slide down a long ramp like that, scraping my legs across this wonderful tile. Oh, Seems like we have a friend keeping pace with us. And some nice simple rooms here. You know, I'm not going to complain because the rooms here in the future will not be so simple. Alright, we are doing pretty well, and I seen the checkpoint room is here. Let's go ahead and grab another blessing. And I don't use hover slide enough to make it worth getting, so I'm going to go ahead and grab this bonus heart. Alright, we are doing really well. We're set up to do really well. See if I can maintain that in the rooms that are to come. And as you can see, as we move forward, the gas defiler, in this case, gets another gas bomb. You'll get another red symbol around as we continue further down into the temple. He's getting more and more angry because we're making it farther in to steal his relics. Alright, I'm going to give all of these nice people a chance to get ahead of me. That way, if they were to take their final bit of damage and end up dying, I can at least go and grab their essence. I think I need 4 more essence in order to actually get another heart. But there are 5 of them, so there's a chance I could get it. Not highly probable, but there is a chance. Because most of these people are going to be so good they maybe even make it to the red zone themselves. Oh, I did not see those there. Luckily, it's timed correctly for me not to take any damage there. We're just gonna sit here for a moment. Let our vision come back. You can crouch into these that are too high, but the 1 high ones, unfortunately, you have to whip. I'm going to check and see if there's any side passages for some easy gold. And it looks like that is the case here. Every bit of gold will help, especially in these easier zones, like the green zone I'm in, as well as the blue zone and caverns. I kind of avoid getting gold unless it's just in my path in the Inferno or the red zone. Just because I'm more likely to take damage, and then if I take damage, you know, kind of defeats the whole point of getting the gold. Right, and then sometimes there'll be some spots in the roof you can jump to get some extra gold. Not this time. Fortunately, it's giving me 2 that I don't really use that much, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab the hover slide, I guess. Okay, so now our options are to finish the green zone by going down. As you can see, there are 7 relics in the green zone still, 1 being taken, that's why that one's no longer lit up. Or I can risk it all and go to the blue zone, or the caverns. And as mentioned, we're going all the way to the red zone. So we'll go ahead and unlock this door and continue down. Now we're up to 6 gas bombs. And we'll see how many phantoms ended up coming to the caverns. Just 2 other ones. 1, 2. See if they end up making it to the red or if they stop in the blue. Seems like we all have the same idea to go grab this chest in here. Looks like they went to the one that's a dead end. But at least it's been a dead end every time I've checked it. I mean, I can check it really quick. But this one, yeah, normally has been a dead end. I'm not quite sure why it's there. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and stop because I know there's a hole here. Thought I picked this up already. See that double jump coming in handy there? Alright, here we go. Time for some fun. See these guys here shoot darts at you. And this is quite dangerous, what I just did. Didn't see where I was going, but I had to keep moving or I was going to get shot by darts. Luckily, nothing bad happened. Let's see if I can keep that momentum going as I move forward. I say that and I almost take the darts directly to the face. I'm hoping if I were to go get a blackout right now, that would be ideal. There we go. Because of that dart guy cannot lock onto me from where I'm standing. I must have been out of range for the other one. There we go. Oh, and there's our friend. I'm gonna give us some nice poison. Unfortunately, we do not need that right now. We're just gonna ignore him. And we're gonna hope we don't take a hit there. That was very unfortunate. If you touch the mass defiler, he does do damage to you. So luckily we didn't run into him, but it's pretty close. I only shot one gas that time. That was strange. Alright, I'll have to remember that one takes 300. Oh no, one of our friends unfortunately is gone. Hopefully the last one made it through okay. As you can see, same as the green zone, we have 3 blue areas to do, and then we can move down to the red zone or the Inferno. And just to clarify, when I say red zone or Inferno, the actual name is Inferno, but I'm just so used to calling it the red zone because that's a lot easier to remember. Just to clarify there. There's our other phantom friend. You had the right idea, going to grab that gold. I'm going to go back and grab it. Maybe wondering why I took this lower path, just because it seemed like it was a lot easier taking the upper path, honestly. Yeah, 4 sets of spikes, or I can just do 1. No brainer there for me. Just on the cautious side, I'm going to wait before I jump down. Do my double jump when I'm about to hit the ground. And I don't like that green figure there, because he runs at you and then explodes, so... And that looks equally terrible, so I guess I'm just going to go down the middle. Say that. I guess I'm going to go back over here. The lesser of the 3 evils here. And those will shoot off spikes, so we'll just set those off. There we go. That was a lot easier. We'll just stay crouched so we don't hit those. And there we go. I made that seem a lot more difficult than it actually was, I guess. I really hate going blind, but it's just a necessary evil here. nice quick level. I'm not going to complain about that at all. And almost forgot to buy my blessing. I guess I'll take wings because lucky's not very useful. I don't have it. Whenever I end up taking damage, it usually doesn't give me the lucky. I don't know what the percentage is for it to happen, but in my experience, it's pretty low. So I'll take wings any day. Wings allows me to fall slowly, and that will definitely come in handy in the future here. Alright, and our other friend over here is still going. So let's keep on trucking here. And a good situation where the wings come in handy. If you're the first one to a chest, you can actually whip it open, and all the contents will come to you. That was not ideal, but we made it. And those wings definitely came in handy because using that center area is very tedious. But fortunately, we did not have to deal with that. Go away. Let's see here. I'm just waiting for the poison to clear. And again, we're going to wait for that poison to clear. And unfortunately, I was going to jump there, but... And of course you're going to go right here. And yeah, didn't really have a choice but to just run through that and hope for the best. Click this again. Oh, okay. Sometimes it's good to have the phantoms go before you, because they can go and click the buttons for you. And that was very helpful of that phantom. And perfect timing on the blindness. Or the blackout, I guess. Got perfect timing on this room. All the spikes are on the other side. And just like that, we are now at the end of the blue area, so we can continue down here and finish it up. Or we can risk it all and go to the red. Well, as you know, we are trying to clear this whip, so we're going to continue forward. And it looks like our other phantom friend is going to be doing the same. Well, I wish them luck, but unfortunately I know that they were unable to complete it, or I wouldn't be doing this temple right now. So, let us continue forward. And now we have 9 gas bombs. It's wonderful. And you probably noticed the pattern here, but we have 3 red rooms to do, and then the final area. And if we make it to the final area, I'll go over that when we get there. So this is the point in the game where I stop worrying about trying to gather extra gold, but if it's in my path, I will grab it, but I'm not going to go out of my way to get it, because these traps are a lot more difficult, and you can also get damaged if you step in lava. So I'm just going to try to minimize any of that I can, because there's gold on the left and the right here. And yeah, I'm just going to ignore it. And unfortunately, our friend just got killed in there, so I guess we won't be seeing them anymore in our adventures. You can crawl in the corner here, and you won't get hit by the falling rocks. they are still not to be messed with. And again, there's some gold down there we could have grabbed, but just trying to play it nice and simple, nice and easy. And we need all the way up there. And those are the things that chase you down. Just gonna dodge those. And I just took a risk jumping there, but poison kind of didn't leave me any choices. Yep, so we'll grab this because it's in the path. I'm not gonna make any extra trips in order to grab more gold. Just coming up here to pick this up, and we'll grab this one because it's in our path. And let's continue forward. And some of the worst rooms, especially when you can't see. Dodge past that. There we go. We're just gonna wait in this corner, waiting for the blackout to end. Okay. Probably a good choice since I could have just easily walked off the edge. Stop again, just because I don't want to deal with a blackout. Back up, go shoot. We'll whoop that one, make it shoot. Luckily with the Mass Defiler, it seems he doesn't actually show up in these tight hallways. It definitely makes life a bit easier. Oh, I didn't see that hallway there. I was really confused on what I should be doing. And again, we're just taking our time. There's no reason to speed up. We are not in a hurry. I believe that's what I see most people making the mistake whenever they get in a hurry and trying to run through. I am not one of those people. I'm going to take my time because I really don't want to have to do all this over again to clear this bane. There we go. Alright, 2 more floors and then we'll be in the final area. Now it's just me, myself, and I. No other compatriot phantoms to have fun with along the way. Okay, we'll pick up the key. We will head right back over. As soon as we're not blinded. Now I come out right next to them as they shoot, that way I know when they're ready to fire again. I'm just gonna jump out of the way. So far, so good. Just gonna relax here for a moment. As long as you walk straight in between those, I'll take any damage. Crystal to hit, and then it will open up some platforms for us. Timing here. I'm not going to move forward though. All right, so far so good. Interesting room. Go back up for a second. Let this blackout clear. Okay. I was wondering where to go. Guess that answers it. Please don't hit me. I've seen some of those masks that chase you before I got blackout, and I was really worried they were going to keep following me. But doesn't seem to be the case. Now we're up to 11 gas bombs as we enter the final red area before the end. And so far so good. Let's see if we can keep up this momentum. Hope I'm as calm under pressure if a giant boulder ends up coming and rolling at me one day. Wasn't expecting that, but you know what? Too much of a surprise, honestly. That was close. Honestly, didn't see him. I'm gonna wait for a blackout before I go forward. This looks a little too simple. Really didn't expect the blackout to take this long. There we go. And again, just one thing to keep in mind as you play through, especially trying to make it through the red zone, that you are not in a hurry. You can take as much time as you need. And surprisingly, there are no boulders falling down here, so nice and simple there. This is where the wings come in handy. Just nice and easy glide down, avoiding the lava. Especially once considering we grab that instead of hitting the ground. Alright. And stop and wait for the blackout to finish. I was wondering why this one looks so simple. It's because it's not. I was spinning really quickly. Hello again. You should stand here. Just leave me alone. I'm not gonna go for it because I don't know what's ahead. Nothing terrible so far. Just remember to serpentine so you're not hit in the back by one of these darts. Ooh, hello. We'll wait right here. There we go. Not the most ideal placement for those. Not the ideal placement for these either. And this is a difficult hallway to get through. I can tell you that for certain. Just go away. Perfect. Well, at least they're all timed together. That's good, at least. Whoa. Did not see that one directly above my head, but luckily I dodged right through that. That was amazing. I didn't do that on purpose. I mean, I am perfect at this game, and yeah. All right, here we go. We are at the final area. Now that we've made it here, I'll go ahead and explain. So this guy's up to his maximum, which is 12, and he is very angry about it. And so with the last area, I have to go through 4 mini areas and light up a fire that is at the end of them, at the end of each of them, and that will eventually, once all 4 are lit up, that door will open and I can go claim the treasure. So there's 1 and there's 1, and then repeating on that wall as well, 1 and 2. So I always like to start in the top left one here. So let's go ahead and get started. After this blackout, of course. Alright, we're not going to really worry about gold. We don't have enough time and places left to gather enough to get another blessing anyway. Our main goal is to just make it through. And this is where wings come in handy. And of course you spawn right when I get pitch black, okay? Luckily most of them are going to fall out of my way. And ignoring anything that way. And surprisingly this one was nice and easy, so we'll go ahead and light it. And as you can see here, we have 1 of 4 lit up. Now we'll go ahead and jump over to number 2. And we'll just pretend we didn't phone go off. Go ahead and mute that. There we go. Professional here. Okay, and we'll just take a nice gentle fall down. Enjoy the breeze. There we go. And now for the fun. After we black out for a moment. I'm not gonna, I guess I'll go ahead and grab this gold because honestly, it's just free. Oh, what a wonderful room they have here. That was close. I haven't seen this room before, so I was trying to understand what exactly I should be doing here. Trying to find the exit. really don't want to jump forward yet. See if I can get the Defiler to spawn behind me. That's a neat little trick you can use whenever you're trying to focus for a moment and he's getting in the way. If you look behind you, you can get him to spawn there sometimes. I'm going to back up again because I'm going to black out. And we'll let those get out of the way. Okay, I do see the path I'm supposed to take now. I just really don't want to take it with these poison balls there. As you can see, 12 is a lot to have to deal with, so just trying to take my time here. Now you may be thinking, you have so much health, why are you that worried about it? There we go, kind of spawn behind me. Well, to answer your question, it is very quick where you can go from a lot of health to no health. Just like I did there, and taking my first damage of the run, so it's just a steady slope to losing if I'm not careful, so just trying to maintain as much health as I can. Just gonna keep on the move, just so I'm taking damage if I can help it. Fortunately, we're given a choice there because we gotta dodge that poison. Now you understand why I try to take my time when I can, because there'll be other instances where I unfortunately have no choice but to take damage. And I'm gonna wait for him to get out of the way. Hopefully, there we go, we can spawn him over there. There we go. As you can see, that one was a tad bit harder than the first one we did. But we have the left side done now. Doing really well. So I like to do the top ones before the bottom. So we'll go ahead and do this top right one. Alright, and we'll just repeat this process. Take a nice relaxing fly down the bottom and then continue forward after a blackout. Alright, I'm just gonna ignore that because there are traps in order to get to that gold. Again, gold at this point is not that important to us. I'm just gonna assume there is a... Yep. I'm not quite sure what just happened. I must have got crushed by the ball. Again. Oh, this is unfortunate. But this is why we tried to make it so far without taking any damage, because these last few zones were pretty brutal. Please go away. Thank you. Okay. I'm doing the smart thing. I'm going to follow it down. There we go. Fortunately, we can just crawl under this. Perfect. Alright, only one more to do. Let's see if we can make it through this one. Sorry. Take a moment here because I knew a blackout was coming and I also needed to know the timings of these. These are very quick. Perfect. Alright, I would like another blackout before I do this room. As you can tell by the very fast-paced music, this is going to be a very interesting room. Definitely going to need all the time I can get here. Okay. There we go. Hide behind this for a moment, so get the blackout to clear. There we go. And now the treasure room is ours for the taking. And one final blackout for fun, I guess. I'm sure we'll end up with another one before we get out of the treasure room. I'm gonna wait here for the one last blackout to clear before I go claim this one. Just wanted to make sure. I thought there was a fourth chest, but not quite sure. And we get what appears to be a beautiful golden shield. So we'll go ahead and claim that, and we have successfully completed the cleansing of this whip, and we've also sealed this temple up, releasing the 11 phantoms and claiming ourselves this beautiful shield. So I gotta say that run went a lot better than when I attempted it last time with this whip. Yep, so got that all cleared up, and now we'll make our way back out of the temple. Closing up all the levels as we go. And putting this in our trophy room. Right now our Forsaken Whip only takes half, you take half damage now and no more Bane. And we'll collect our essence and get our levels and unlock some new whips here. Got a lightning whip. And we'll go check that out in a moment, as well as a void whip. Perfect. And this is what we claimed last time, our beautiful egg on a pillow to go with our shield. And a box, you know, the three things that always go together. And then the other trophy room, I still need to go do that last blue relic, but that's a job for another day. Right now we're gonna go over here, take a look at these two new whips before we sign off for this episode. Let's see if we can find them. So we already had this one. Here we go, the void whip. Guardians are banished from the temple. Wow. And the trick to this one, you can never have more than one heart container. That is going to be a very difficult whip to clear, but the boon for that is quite amazing. Final whip, the lightning whip. You move much faster, you gain one heart container. However, long falls and crushing effects are lethal. So if I were to, I believe, get one of those large boulders to fall onto me, as I did on our run through just now, I believe that would instantly kill us instead of just doing some damage. So we have to keep that in mind if we're going to be clearing this whip next. I guess we shall see. We still have, let's see, 5 more in total to clear now. we'll see how that goes in the next one. So thank you all for joining us. If you have a moment, please give us a comment, or maybe even like the video if you thought this was the sort of content you enjoyed. And finally, thank you all for watching. See you in the next one.